You have to be so careful about the energy that you allow into your life, particularly as a business leader or if business is a passion for you. Here's why. When you don't monitor and manage the types of content that you watch, the company that you keep, the books and ideas that you ingest, you're just out here taking on any and all information, you're going to be very susceptible to poor thinking, poor ways of thinking, because your mind is a pattern machine. Your brain is. And it says, whatever the prevailing ideas and energy is that's coming into my processing field, I'm going to emulate that. So if you're around, maybe you have other entrepreneur or business leader friends, when you're around these individuals, do they talk about opportunities that are aligned with their business? Do they talk about how they overcome challenges? Do they talk about how exciting it is to be of service to your customer or to their customer? Do they talk about how bad the economy is and if this or that president is doing this or that and it's so horrible? Do they concern themselves with why they're losing so many employees and why they can't find any good talent? Because there's just no good people. Do not be deceived. There are businesses that are doing great right now. There will be businesses that are doing great during future economic downturn, just as they did in the past. It's because of how those business leaders looked at things. It's because of the individuals that they surrounded themselves with. It's because of the information that they chose to ingest. You know, if you get on the evening news every night and you're looking at all the things that are going wrong in your community, you're going to have a negative outlook on your community. Now, in reality, you know it's not as bad as presented. You're also intelligent enough to know that, hey, bad news sells. However, are you disciplined enough to say, I'm not going to watch the news because it doesn't serve me? Knowing that negative information does nothing to advance my causes, to advance my mission. What good does it do you to hang around people who don't understand where you're going, why it's important to you? Why is it important to even try to justify it to others who don't understand your mission and why it's important? You can't explain billion-dollar ideas to $1,000 people. You can't explain $1,000,000 ideas to people who are $1 million in debt and can't see a way out. You can't talk about earning and building great things to people who are completely content with being mediocre or subpar. In my own experience as a business leader, as an entrepreneur, when I was an employee, I would hang around people who thought like employees because they were employees as well. And what I learned as I made that transition is I could no longer invest the same amount of time and energy into those relationships, not because they're bad people, but because it was, what purpose did it serve me to talk about how you can make 20, 100,000, $1 million in a single transaction? They couldn't understand that. Only thing they could understand is when they get paid in their next pay period. It's an idea they can't even grasp. And I couldn't grasp it until I did it. It changed everything for me. I talked to people now, in general, if I'm talking business, I'm talking to other entrepreneurs or business people. And if I say, hey, I got this $5 million deal, no one says, oh, how are we? They just say, okay. Well, what are the numbers? What is the opportunity? Are there synergies here that our partnership can add? How can I help you accomplish that? How can I help you be of service to your customer? How can I help you execute this deal? I just want to see you win. And that energy is reciprocated from me to them any way that I can help. Because those relationships are important. They're serving to advance my mission, their mission, the mission of the receiver of goods and service, the customer, the client. All right? I don't watch the news. I don't watch a lot of sports. I used to be a sports fanatic. But it does me no good. I'm not in the sports business, so it does me no good to know about what LeBron is doing, what the Cowboys are doing. It's interesting. It's interesting fodder. But it's not helping me solve problems that are meaningful to my customers. I can't invest 20 hours a week, 40 hours a week, 80 hours a week. These are the real numbers that people invest into meaningless activity. Right? And then they'll also say they don't have time. Well, those aren't the kind of people that you need to be around. It doesn't have to be some big drastic thing. Hey, go to the gym. Start interacting with those individuals that are there every day. If you start interacting with those people, even if it's just a good morning when you walk in, they tell you good morning, you'll start expecting to see them there, and they'll start to expect to see you. And if you're not that kind of person, that's who you want to be, do it for 30 days. Watch yourself become that sort of person. If you want to be more optimistic, stop hanging around pessimistic people. You know, it could be your friends, your current friends, it could be family members. I'm not saying you have to abandon them, but you can't be putting all that time into it. You can't get emotionally invested in that pessimistic line of thinking. If you're having that conversation and it starts to go into a direction that you don't want to hear about, excuse yourself from that conversation. Hey, you have a great day. I sure hope that works out for you. I got to get going. You know, when you pick up the phone and you're talking to anybody, tell them how great your day is going. My day is great. I'm thankful. I'm full of gratitude. How can I be of service to you? Even if you don't feel that way at first. I say that to almost everyone that I interact with. It's always a great day. And I truly believe that now. Every day that I get to wake up and do what I want to do, I can't lose with that. I'm thankful, full of gratitude. And because I'm full of gratitude and expecting good and great things to happen, good and great things happen. When I used to wake up and say the day was okay, the day only had the potential then to just be okay. But when I say it's great, it's perfect, well, what do you think's going to happen? It's going to be great. It's going to be perfect. You're going to have challenges, but challenges are not a bad thing. Challenges are good. They help to make you a better person. There are opportunities to learn, opportunities to grow. Okay? Well, I'm not going to ask for anything on this video. I just hope it was useful to you. I'm going to start posting more frequently, these more informal sorts of posts here on YouTube, because I want you to get the mindset required to grow your business. I want you to be happy, healthy, and wealthy. I want you to build a thriving enterprise. I want your customers to be excited about conducting business with you. If you're hiring employees, I want them to be excited about working with you. I want to help you get clear on your mission. I want to help you understand how you can leverage your experiences and available resources. And you have them. If you've lived life, you have experience. And if you're still alive, you have some resources. It may be time, it may be money, it may be relationships, it may be experiences. You have everything that you need. You just might not be aware of it. I want to help you see that. I want to help you figure out how do you make a plan. If you know where you're going, why you're going there, and who it's helping, you know what resources, experience you can leverage. I want to help you develop a plan of action and then execute that plan. And after you've executed that plan, I want to help you learn how to analyze the results. You took action, you made a plan because you want to influence some outcome in your business. Well, do you know how to analyze if that action has been successful? Did it push you closer towards your goal? Did it move you further away from your mission? Did it have a neutral effect? Not just knowing the result, but you also want to know why. You at least want to have an idea of why, so that next time you test, you refine, you can do it more intelligently. You can get better at the process of getting better. That's a great goal. Small changes every day produce huge outcomes in the long term. And if you get clear on that, man, you can have fun. It doesn't have to be stressful. It doesn't have to be particularly difficult. That's not how this has to work. And I want to help you understand that. You guys have a great day. We'll be chatting again soon.